Good evening, friends. We are doing a session on Drekkana and the deities of this particular chart, the rulers. I hand it over to Sir. Sir, good
Yes,
evening.
yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening, everybody. Okay, just a second and open up. This is another very interesting thing. Very mild. It is. You can find it in books. You must. This is a separate secret to understand about the Devata. I will try to decode. You will not get this in any books. What is not explained or what is revealed in any books. I'll explain to you what is the meaning of Drekkana Devata. Okay. A sign has 3 Drekkanas. Each Drekkanas of 10 degrees. So in total, there are 33 Drekkanas. The Drekkanas are lauded by Rishi, Narada, Agastya, and Durvasa. So everybody goes on to decode and make an explain this. Okay, Narada, who's Narada? What it says, what are the characters of Narada? So maybe Narada's character is supposed to be there. Or then the next thing will be the Agastya. Agastya means, one who moves mountains. He's followed the whole ocean. Then what is saying? He stopped the Vindhya mountains from growing. There are so many other stories, and so much of books are available. Agastya. So maybe a very learned person and very strong person. That's what planet is in Agastya Drekkana means. And Durvasa, I think he's the most popular person. Durvasa was the reason many maximum curses been given. There was a curse when when the gods lost their power. All the gods from Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva lost the power. So this is very famous. So everybody thinks any planet, any person is there. In Durvasa, he's a very short-tempered person. He fights a lot. But this is not, if you check it up and you go closely what it means, you will understand these are not like that way. It has a different meaning. I'll explain it to you. What is the meaning of Narada, Agastya, and Durvasa? Okay, this is how it is divided. In a movable sign, and the first is Narada. The next Drekkana is Agastya. The third Drekkana is Durvasa. In a fixed sign, the first Drekkana is Agastya. The second Drekkana is Durvasa. Third Drekkana is Narada. In a dual sign, the first Drekkana is Durvasa. The second Drekkana is Narada. The third Drekkana is Agastya. This is there available in most softwares. You need not find it out. You just even in Jayahora, you put the Amsa Devatas, you will get this thing. So you don't need to calculate it because you can find it out, then you will get confused, which is Narada, which is so it is already calculated, it is there. We move. Okay. Now, Narada Drekkana falls only in movable signs. Agastya Drekkana falls only in fixed signs. Durvasa Drekkana falls only in dual signs. Example, Aries, first Drekkana, Narada falls in Aries in a movable sign. So second Drekkana, Agastya falls in Leo in a fixed sign. Third Drekkana, Durvasa falls in Sagittarius with dual sign. A planet in Drekkana in a movable sign, that is in Drekkana. If you see a planet sitting in a movable sign, it is in Narada. So you no need to worry. You no need to find out which is Narada, Agastya, or Durvasa. If you see a planet in the Drekkana sitting in a movable sign, it is in Narada Drekkana. If it is sitting in a fixed sign, all the fixed signs are ruled by Agastya, and all the dual sign, the corner 4 signs, are ruled by Durvasa. So, so you no need to see in the software also, because so this is the thing. Now, how do we interpret? See, Narada Drekkana. Narada is a Triloka Sanchari. We all know that he keeps on roaming. He's in every part of the world. He's there in any of the 7 upper worlds or 7 lower worlds. Once he's in heaven, suddenly he's there in Kailash, and suddenly he's in there on earth. He's there everywhere. So naturally, he's the Lord of the. One reason why they've named him Lord of the mobile sign is because he's always moving. So planets and Narada Drekkana are mobile, active, quick, adaptable, changing, quick, progressive, mentally strong. Okay, you can add more to it. Just for you, just to understand what I say, if a planet is there in movable sign, what effect will give? That is the meaning you will have to take it for a planet in Narada Drekkana. So there are other people keep saying, okay, he creates mischievous problems, all this, nothing like that. If you understand the logic, it is the effect of a mobile sign effect, that's why it's named as Narada. Agastya. The meaning of Agastya itself was more of mountains, or somebody who has subdued a mountain. So that is the meaning of Agastya. So practical, headstrong, focused, grounded, anchored, steady, determined, fixity of purpose, resolute, rigid, slow, hard working. I have seen the most successful people in the world have many planets in Agastya Drekkana, because they are very, very fixed, very, very firm. They're very grounded. What they see, the secret of success is, I want something, I aim, I have a strong intention, and I only think about that. I go on consciously, subconsciously to achieve it. So this is a very fixed purpose, your Mooladhara Chakra. So you can call it a fixed sign as a Mooladhara Chakra. Your Mooladhara Chakra is very, very grounded. That is the meaning of Agastya Drekkana. Okay, Durvasa. This is a very misleading word. So the meaning of Durvasa is somebody who cannot live. Durvasa. Somebody who's far away, or you don't want to live with it, move away from him. That is the meaning of Durvasa. What is it? But here actually it is just the opposite meaning. I don't know what is this oxymoron they are using in understanding it. Actually, it will give a planet in Durva actually gives the opposite results. One who adapts well, because he is the ruler of all dual signs. Adapts well, blends well, mixture of both. But dual nature, splits polarity, explorers, very versatile, mutate, fluctuate, inconsistent, oscillating, indecisive. The meaning of planet in Gemini, Virgo. Somebody has only on these four corner signs, what will be the effect? There are good and bad. In a business way, each has his own. See, again, Agastya alone is not bad. Somebody can be too headstrong, too stubborn, too fixed, who is not flexible. You can, if too many planets are in Agastya Drekkana. Then in Narada Drekkana, too mobile, one cannot believe a person because too many planets are mobile. Then, like Durvasa, there are the nicer shade. One can be an excellent businessman if planets are Durvasa Drekkana, because he will always understand both the pros and cons of anything. He will see the good and the bad. He will not take sides. What I say, for him, it is very global attitude will always be there. But at the same time, he's unpredictable because he'll never take sides. He'll always be, riding on two horses. So each has its both good, and you have to understand both sides of the picture. When malefic planets are there in it, it gives a different thing. A benefic planet and a benefic house will change the interpretation of a planet in a Narada, Agastya, Durvasa Drekkana. So with this, we go into. See, okay, one more thing. One more logic we'll have to understand. See, 12 signs are ruled by 4 elements: fire, air, earth, and water. So the 4 element signs are, the fire signs are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air signs are Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Now, each elemental sign, each Panchabhuta will split into 3: mobile, fixer, and dual. So you can see Aries is mobile, Leo is fixed, Sagittarius dual. All are fire, but the tattva is different. So each fire signs has 3 tattvas. Each the earthy signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, move into 3 tattvas: fixed, dual, and mobile. And an air sign, Gemini, all of them move into 3 tattvas. So this is the most important thing you'll understand. What is the meaning when you see, it is not like any planet and fire signs are same. A planet and a fire sign can be in a different tattva. So naturally, the planet is different, the tattva is different. So when you analyze a horoscope, it is very important which element, which planet, which tattva. So you will have to keep that in mind when analyzing the horoscope. Okay, see, how do we use this in actual horoscope? When you're understanding a characteristic of a person, Lagna, Lord, Moon, Atma Karaka, majority of planets are in a particular Devata that will influence the character. So if a person has too many planets in Agastya Drekkana, that person is a very firm person. If a person, many planets is in Narada Drekkana, that person is going to be very fidgety, very restless, very quick, very fast. Is going to be there. So if most of the planets are sitting in Durvasa Drekkana, he can the nicer side, he can see both sides of the picture, and other side he will never take sides. He can be a very good diplomat. So Sun, ninth house and ninth lord defines the father's temperament. Moon, fourth house, and it defines the mother's temperament. Venus, seventh house and its lord defines the wife's temperament. Mars, seventh lord and seventh house and the lord defines the husband's temperament. Jupiter, fifth house and lord defines the progeny's temperament. So in Drekkana, you can see them to understand the temperament of the Karakatva. Same in profession, it is very, very important. The 10th house, 10th lord, Amitya Karaka, or the strongest planet sitting in which Tatwa they are sitting. Are they in Agastya? Are they in Narada? Or they are Durvasa? What is their potential? What is their talent? It is very, very important for understanding profession. In Agastya Drekkana, it is person is determination, focus. They are very, very strong. What is it? In Narada Drekkana, it's related to business, marketing, communication, traveling abroad. You will see a person 9th and 12th house falling in and many planets in Narada Drekkana. You will see them, what is it, living abroad. Planets in Durvasha show amalgamation, blending, adaptability, cocktail. They are multitask personality. They want to do more than one, or they will be doing many things at the same time. They are not satisfied with one thing. So this is I'm just giving you the professional hints. Naturally, for health, this becomes very, very important. The Tattva domination. Apart from the Panchabhuta, you need to understand the Tattva. So it is Panchabhuta with the Tattva, health can be analyzed. Where is the sixth lord? Where is the Lagna lord? Where most of the planets sitting? Which house is afflicted? The Tattva is necessary. The element is necessary for diagnosing a particular disease. Raj Yogas and Dhana Yogas, basic is this. A planet in a particular element in a particular tattva, only this is the base of Raja Yoga. So this is very, very important. See, this is movable fixate is also there in the D1 chart, but it covers 10 degrees, 30 degrees it covers. But in a Drekkana, you are splitting it into 10, 10, 10, 10. It is totally divided into 10. So a complete same, the Aries is completely a mobile sign. But when you're making it exactly how much is its its mobile nature, it is only in the first 10 degrees. A fixed signs nature is only in the first 10 degrees. The next 10 to 20 or 20 to 30, the nature of the element and the nature of the tattva starts receding and its quality changes. So you cannot say a planet is sitting the fixed sign, watery sign, or any other sign. Its strength is there only in the first 10 degrees. That you can understand only if you understand Drekkana. So the whole 30 degrees is not fixed or it is not movable or dual. People say you have moon in the in the seventh house will give two wives. In any of the four corners and dual sign will give two. If it is in the dual sign in the first 10 degrees, yes, possible. What happens if it is not in the first, if it is in the third Drekkana, it will be in a fixed sign. You cannot predict the same thing. Moon in the seventh house, in the third Drekkana will be in a fixed sign. You cannot say one will have two wives or one will have many relationships. So a planet in the seventh house, if it is in a fixed Drekkana, he will be with one wife. But a planet in the seventh house in a movable Drekkana will have multiple affairs, especially if it is Venus, Mars, Rahu. So this is you need to know the Drekkana. Without that, you cannot do any prediction at all. You cannot generalize and say the whole 30 degrees is a particular tattva or 30 degrees is a particular bhuta. You need to know the exact 10 to know where is the tattva of the person. So this particular Narada, Durvasa and Agastya is understanding the tattva in a three-dimensional way, not taking the whole Rasi, the whole 30 degrees of Mesha is not Narada. The first 10 degrees is Mesha or mobile in nature. The second and the third Drekkana meaning changes. Though the whole Mesha is supposed to be 30 degrees, generalizing as mobile, but only the first 10 degrees is actually mobile. So it is momentum starts receding, meaning it changes in the second, and in the third it changes totally. You will have to understand it. Okay, say this particular person, this is Robin Williams. There are many other aspects of the analysis, but when I say death, because I have to teach you all Kara Drekkana, Mrityu Drekkana, then other Ayudha Drekkana planet, many other rules are there. Only then I can. So I'm just sticking to one. We'll only see the Tattva. Look at the planets in Durvasa. Lagna and Durvasa. Moon in Durvasa, Mercury in Durvasa, Venus in Durvasa, Saturn, Rahu, Ketu, most of the planets in Durvasa. What is the Durvasa? Means nothing. You just look at here. All the planets are sitting in dual signs. So this is a person who has, the horoscope must be balanced with Agastya. He's firm, he has his feet in the ground, he knows what he's doing, he's focused. It's very important to have planets for a balanced person. Again, the opposite is he can be too headstrong if too many planets are in Agastya also. So they must be a balance of Narada, Durvasa, and Agastya. When you have so many planets, maybe for certain other aspects it is good, but when it comes to your mental strength, you are a split personality. Most of the autistic children, mentally ill person, the ADHD will have too many in Narada. The split personalities will have too much in Durvasa. If any particular element, like 6, 7 planets goes in one side with the other reflection of the horoscope. This is not the only thing. You don't see only in Durvasa and try to predict it. Yes, there are other reflections in the horoscope also. Lagna Lord, it is a Mithuna Lagna also. See, it's Mithuna Lagna with Moon Rahu in Drekkana with Lagna Lord Neecha. 5th house Mass is all very clearly why a person goes on to commit suicide. So apart from that, many planets in Durvasa Drekkana is the reason why he committed suicide. Suicide, you have to understand, it is only through Drekkana you will understand. This is one of the rules. There are many more rules. Death, where death, how death, what happens after death, everything can be understood only through Drekkana. Only the D1 chart alone, you will never understand anything. You will have to open up because it is the Drekkana is the third aspect. 8 to 8 is the third, and the whole dimension of it is the Drekkana. So one very interesting aspects of understanding third is one very clear dimension you will understand from Drekkana. Any doubts anybody has? Okay. Look at this chart. This is an ADHD person. I know this person very well. So, suicidal thoughts always. See that I showed you, person who suicided with Durvasa. See this person with how many planets? Narada Drekkana. Lagna, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Venus, Rahu, and only one planet, Mercury and Agastya. Either it is Narada or Durvasa. See that imbalance. See, only one planet is there in thing. So it is an imbalanced horoscope of a dominant Narada. Narada is mobile. So what is the quality? A person is highly fluctuating, highly, mentally typical. Narada, the extremes of a Narada temperament is an ADHD. But that is not all. So you should not come to a conclusion because too many planets in Narada, you will get ADHD. Go to the horoscope and look at the planet. Rahu in Lagna. Where is Moon? Moon in the 6th house. Where is Mercury? Mercury in the 8th house. Added with this, the most grounded planet is Saturn. Where is Saturn? This is the Lord of the 5th house and D1 Lagna Lord. And here is the 5th Lord for mind is sitting in the 8th or in the 12th house. So all the 3 most important planets are weak. So with most of the planets, Narada Drekkana. I mean, in Drekkana, you having Mars being exalted with the Sun. So this is, you have to understand, this is very, very important. You will have to always take the Tatwa. Without Tatwa, you are missing something important in prediction. A planet in element and planet in Tatwa. And in fact, what I say, the reason why they're given the Devatas as Narada, Durvasa and Agastya is, Drekkana is mainly understanding the Tatwa of the D1 chart. To understand the Tatwa in detail is the Drekkana chart. So each particular Varga has a particular aspect dominating. In this, it is a Tatwa. To understand the Tatwa of the D1, you will have to understand the Drekkana. See, this is okay. Other 3 are very simple horoscope. Elon Musk. There are many more rules for yogas. I have to teach her to understand why is he such a big person. We will understand. Here I'm only telling this. Just look at the planets in Agastya Drekkana. Forget about the other aspects of the horoscope. Okay, if you look at the Drekkana, you don't need to look at the D1. Go to the Drekkana itself is very good. Mercury in Lagna, Saturn in the 4th house, 10th house, Jupiter, 11th house, Moon. The general horoscope is nice, but there's some more rules. Only then if I complete it, you will understand the whole Drekkana completely. But here, just understand one thing. Look at the planets: Lagna, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Saturn in Agastya Drekkana. Okay. See, this is a person, what is it? Many planets, Agastya means he is very grounded, very focused, is laser sharp focus. What I want, I'll make it happen. That's intentional. Your mind should be so strong. What is it? See, you make things happen when you have it in your conscious and subconscious, the thought to materialize your thoughts. You say thought, word, and deed, no? It must be in unison. When is thought, word, and deed in unison, then everything will happen for you. Trikarna Shuddhi. They call it Trikarna Shuddhi. When thought, word, and deed are in unison, you can achieve anything. For this, you need planets Trikarna. Not just Agastya Trikarna. Planets are in Agastya Trikarna with the planets also well placed. So you understand, not just planets, too many planets Agastya will give, with the support of the planets. Look at this JRD Tata's horoscope. Yes, his horoscope is very nice. We are just now not looking. There are many other aspects of Trigan I have yet to teach her to understand Raja Yogas. I'm just look at the Agastya, Lagna, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, all together with Venus are sitting in Agastya Trigan. So you will know what JRD Tata achieved. So what is here? He has the fixity of purpose. With the fixity of purpose, what I say, when you have a nice Drekkana chart rising with Moon, Mars, Mercury, three planets aspecting the Lagna with Venus and Sun in the 10th house, and with the planets in Agastya, it becomes very, very easy. A person has such a highly, with such strong intention is the person. Okay, look at Bill Gates' horoscope. This is a very beautiful balance. He has 4 planets in Agastya: Lagna, Sun, Mercury, Jupiter, 3 planets. Then he has planets in Narada also. So he has Moon, Mars, Rahu, Ketu, Narada, and 2 planets, 4 planets. Durvasa, he has 2 planets. It's a very perfect balance of, yes, predominant Agastya with Narada and a bit of Agastya. So it is like 60, 30, and 30 is the balance. Very beautifully balanced horoscope. The Drekkana is also well placed, but we are looking at when the Tatwa domination is very nice, but strong Agastya. So it is very important in a Drekkana when a person is very successful, planets must be in Agastya Drekkana. It is one important snapshot prediction if you want to know a person will be very successful. He's not studying, he's not concentrating. Why? Look at the Tatwa. Too many in Narada and Durvasa. Agastya is missing, especially Lagna Lord Moon. ADHD is low. Definitely a planet with Agastya Drekkana will not be there. The Dasa Lord or Lagna and the Moon will be sitting in and the planet must be in 6-8-12. The planet is sitting strongly placed, it's a different thing. It will be in a mobile sign and weakly placed in a Dusthana or with Masasana. Okay. See, Amitabh Bachchan, I think this is the last. Okay, Amitabh Bachchan's horoscope. Everybody says, how come this horoscope has so many planets in the 8th house? Why? How come is he successful? There are again many things to this. I'm not going into any of the yogas. Just go and see his Tatwa Rahasya alone. Lagna, Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Rahu, Ketu. Just look at how many planets, and then 2 planets in Narada. See the Tattva alone. Somewhere internally, he's a very, very strong person. He knows what he wants, how he'll achieve it. He's very, very clear. That is the meaning of a planet. Drekkana is your energy, your hidden energy. See, what I say, the meaning is your hidden energies are in Drekkana. How they manifest depending on the planets in the Drekkana. So when you have so many planets in Agastya Drekkana, so you are a very focused person. And when the planets are also well placed, you will take it, you will align with it, and you will move on the track and achieve your purpose and goal. That is the meaning of a planet in Agastya Drekkana. Any doubts? Okay. Okay, this I'm just giving an introduction. See, the 33 Drekkana's from Aries will have Agni, Ayudha, Chatushpada. Second Drekkana, Saumya, Chatushpada, Ayudha, Mishra. You see, this is how it will fit in. So each particular Drekkana can have a meaning, Ayudha, Chatushpada, or Jala, Saumya. Many other aspects will be there. Sarpa, very, very interesting. We will do next session will be on Sarpa Drekkana, particularly. What is the meaning of planets in Ayudha Drekkana? What is the meaning of Pakshi Drekkana? What is the meaning of planet Jala? There is one particular thing, female Drekkana. Male Drekkana, when many planets are female Drekkana, what is the meaning? There is. So these demarcations, very, very important for understanding character, personality, and many other aspects which are missing in any of the Varga charts. See, we just started with Devata. Devata itself with Tattvas. All this are very important predictive principle. Profession, death, education, every other thing, the characteristics of a person, you need to know immediately a planet is sitting, which Devata, so which Tattva. Then you need the other, understand the other aspects. Is it an Agni? Is it an Ayudha? It is Chatushpa. There is one more demarcation also which will say Uttama Drekkana, Adama Drekkana, Madhyama Drekkana. These are all there in the classics. What is it? 3 variations of any planets in Uttama Drekkana, what is the meaning? Or planets in Adama Drekkana, what is the meaning? Or the key planets, it says one is in a Maisa when most of the planets are sitting in Adama Drekkana. See, I've given you Uttama, Madhyama, Adama Drekkanas. Mobile signs, the first Drekkana is Uttama, second Drekkana is Madhyama, third Drekkana is Adama. So given this again, we'll have to see an example chart how to use it. When to use these 36 Drekkanas, when to use Uttama, Madhyama, Adama Drekkanas, then how to use the Tatwa Rahasyas. This is one aspect. There is a lot of aspects. So I'm just giving you one aspect. Apart from the many other aspects, so much of wealth of knowledge is available in just understanding Drekkana. Any doubts? Anybody has any doubts? You can ask me. Very silent today. All in the election mode. How is the noise going there?
I think he might be a little bit far. He's late for his
waiting for our confirmation. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Anybody has any doubts?
Any questions? I hope it is clear. I don't know.
No, we had to keep up pace with what Guruji was talking, and I really enjoyed the way he described the importance of the D3 chart. So it is adding an additional tool for upcoming astrologers to take hold of that concept and fine tune their skills, as they say. So we are looking forward to the course actually.
Thank you. Yeah, looking forward to his course. Unusual things he brings out, I have not seen in my 18 years of journey. Always he brings in something which we don't even know it exists. Yeah, astrology is so very wide, I cannot know each and every point. But then William sir just has too many things.
And what exactly I found it really helpful for me as an astrologer is that instead of reading a book, which sometimes takes a lot of time because we get distracted. So when we listen to a teacher like Lawrence sir, then we are saving a lot of time actually. And then when you go back to read the book, it all makes sense. Like the other day, the first question I asked today about the progeny doubt. After listening to William sir, I went to the book and I was seeing, then I had a doubt and then everything fell in place. So had I done that on my own, it would have taken a long time. So basically it is a conversion of time and what we pay for. So thanks a lot, William sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So it was a very good session, but the thing is, it's a lot of knowledge, and at least I am not well versed with all this. So to absorb it only will take a lot of time when you mull over it. But like Sir said, that you see a lot of things. So a lot of things can be very fast paced for us. That is your graciousness that you do it for us. And it helps a lot because you've experimented, you've seen. So I think that's what, looking forward for the course, I'd say the same thing. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, ma'am, for today's session.
Thank you so much, sir.
It was a
Thank you
very
so much,
interesting session.
everybody.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Got one more.